Yes, bro.
Hey, Bronny.
So you guys, I want to bring out this video on Bronny and Bryce James and go over a few things such as their Rolling Loud experience this year. We all know throughout this past weekend, Rolling Loud hosting a festival at Hollywood Park and Sophie Stadium. So you already know we're going to go over this, and let's just talk about on what the James brothers got going on. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video as well, and also press the notification bell for future updates. Now let's get to it. So we all know Bronny is currently a senior attending Sierra Canyon. Right now he is still listed as a 4-star player, being ranked 28th on ESPN. Just recently on 3.com, they decided to bump up Bronny to a 5-star player, and he's also ranked number 9th on their list. Bronny is still holding 6+ offers from multiple Division I schools, so you already know he's going to be making his decision very soon. And for Bryce James, we all know Bryce is currently 15 years old, and he also is a sophomore attending Sierra Canyon as well. Right now, Bryce is not ranked in his class, which is the class of 2025, but he is holding one offer from Duquesne University. Sierra Canyon just recently finished off with a 23-11 record, and they also just lost to Notre Dame for the CIF State Regional Championship. Now let's just talk about what's been happening at Rolling Loud throughout this past weekend with Bronny and Bryce. So like I said, throughout this past weekend, Rolling Loud hosted a festival at Hollywood Park and Sophie Stadium. Multiple artists were booked to perform, such as Future, Lil Uzi Vert, Travis Scott, Polo G, and many more. When Bronny and Bryce first arrived at Rolling Loud with their friends, everybody was walking outside towards the stadium, right? So check this out. Someone made a TikTok video walking behind Bronny and Bryce, basically trying to get their attention. And you can hear someone say, "Is that Bryce too?" And the person that was recording responded to the guy and said, "Yes, bro." And on top of that, you can hear somebody in the background saying, "I told you these ends were here." So right when they said that out loud, Bronny and Bryce's friend and their crew, he immediately turned around and looked straight at them, basically trying to see who was walking behind them talking, because he clearly heard them say all that. So of course he looked back twice, observing the area, and he also was walking with both of his hands in his pockets. So as you can see, he for sure was clutching. So once they all kept walking, you can then hear someone shout out, "Hey, Bronny," basically trying to scare them. But you could tell Bronny and Bryce and their entire crew just did not care. They completely ignored them and just kept walking towards the stadium. So then another person made a TikTok video when they saw Bronny walking towards the stadium, and this is what they said. They said, "When you see Bronny at Rolling Loud, but he won't take a picture with you." Now, as you can see, just watching the video, there's way too many people around him. He's not going to just take a picture with anybody because he don't know these people. And on top of that, there's a reason on why his crew is surrounded around him. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. They all are aware on where they're at. So once they finally arrived to the Sophie Stadium, they all was together around in the middle. Now check this out. Once Future started performing, that's when they really started to get super lit and just started turning up. But one thing that I realized was that Bryce James' girlfriend Jade was there as well, because she made an Instagram post on her story. She was literally recording Future, and you could tell that's like one of her favorite rappers. So once Travis Scott arrived to the stage, you already know how Bronny and Bryce feel about Travis Scott. They literally started mosh pitting with everybody. And if you guys do not know, Travis Scott performed at Bronny James' 18th birthday last year. And on top of that, LeBron likes Travis Scott as well, because he was getting super lit during Bronny James' birthday party. So later throughout the festival, a photographer took a picture of Bronny, and when you look at the picture, you can see Bryce in the background looking at his phone. Now, of course, in my opinion, he was texting Jade the entire time just because she was there as well, like I said. Shortly after that, Bronny and Bryce then took a Rolling Loud picture together. So as you can see, they was having fun, just getting lit for real. Bronny always smiling, and Bryce is chilling in the corner, bro, just sitting on the wall like, hey man, Bryce too cool for real. So Chris Too Smooth later did an interview with Bronny backstage, and this is what he said. At first he asked him how much the jacket. Then Bronny responded and said, I'm not gonna say how much the jacket is. Chris then asked how much the shirt. Bronny said about 100, 200. Bruh then asked him how much the chain. Bronny was like, probably like a couple bands. Chris then asked how much the pants. Bronny said 400 and also 90 for the white Air Forces. So as you can see, he was dripped out, and the reason why them pants are 400 is because he was wearing them Palm Angels track pants. So when we moved towards Bryce after the festival, he then took a picture being in the parking lot, right? So check this out. It's just so funny because we all know Bryce can take good pictures and stuff, man. He just be dripped out just like his older brother Bronny. Make sure you guys like this video and also leave your comments and opinions below on how y'all feel about this. I thank you guys for watching. If you make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you press the notification bell. T again, we out.